Now, I think I got my point across when I said I don't feel that Keith Thurman is ducking and Errol Spence. Errol Spence, in my opinion, is not on the level of a Keith Thurman yet. Just my opinion. Now, what Errol Spence is doing is he's fighting a highly ranked IBF contender in Chris Van Heerden. I forgot what his record is, but basically he's not a threat. He's trained by Freddie Roach, and the biggest fight of his career was against Matthew Hatton, in which was a fight where he didn't look good. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. PBC on Spike. You're going to have, up in Toronto, you're going to have Adonis Stevenson versus Tommy Carpensy. And then you're going to have Errol Spence versus Van Heerden. I think Errol Spence Jr. is doing the right thing. People are trying to shoot him up there, the title contention, right, like right here and now. But that's not the plan for him. That was never the plan for him. That was Floyd Mayweather who's been saying Errol Spence should fight Keith Thurman, or Keith Thurman should fight Errol Spence, just to get Floyd Mayweather out of the hot water of why he's not fighting Keith Thurman, he's fighting Andre Berto. But yet fans have fed into it. Fans have fed into it. Why are you trying to throw Keith? Okay, put it this way. Despite how Keith Thurman looked against Luis Collazo with that body shot, Keith Thurman, in my opinion, is still 2, maybe 3 levels above Errol Spence right now. Keith Thurman is the WBA world champion. Errol Spence is on his way, it's looking like, to be in an eliminator to fight either, if Kell Brook fights Diego Chavez, who would he, Errol Spence, if Errol Spence beats Heerden, Errol Spence would have to fight, basically Errol Spence, if he beats this guy, the IBF is going to put him into an eliminator situation where he'll have to fight the winner of a Kell Brook versus Diego Chavez. You got to know your boxing politics. So he's on his own path. We could be seeing Kell Brook having to come to the States to fight Errol Spence again, if Al Heyman wins the purse bid. Those are the things you got to pay attention to, ladies and gentlemen, not fights that can't happen right now. And I can understand where Keith Thurman's coming from. Keith Thurman is not ducking Errol Spence. Keith Thurman feels slightly disrespected to the point where, remember, Keith Thurman was at the level of Errol Spence before, where people were saying, oh, well, why won't Robert Guerrero fight Errol Spence? Remember that? And Robert Guerrero was basically saying, no, I'm coming off of a Mayweather fight. What I look like fighting, a fringe contender prospect at that point in time. So Keith Thurman trying to get the bigger fights right now, and he is getting the bigger fights because, for example, this is what I'm hearing. Keith Thurman's next fight is going to be either against Sean Porter or Amir Khan. You heard it here first. Whether those rumors are confirmed or not, we will see as time goes on. So I can see where Keith Thurman is going, but I think it's unfair for fans to say, he's ducking Errol Spence, and Errol Spence hasn't done nothing. And I'm an Errol Spence fan. But I see where Errol Spence is going to, whereas like I said, I'll repeat it to you again. By him fighting Chris Van Heerden, he's going after Kell Brook. Even if they won't openly say it, that may be the plan for Al Heyman. Thank you, Al Heyman. He's going after Kell Brook. He's going after that IBF title from what it looks like to me. So expect for Errol Spence to be in if he beats Van Heerden, which he should, or Heerden, I'm sorry, I'm probably messing his name up. If he beats him, expect for the IBF to order him don't be surprised if the IBF orders Errol Spence versus Devin Alexander. Don't be surprised. I am T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. As I said, the fight's going to be taking place on September the 11th, the day before Mayweather versus Berto. Basically, we got so much crazy boxing going on that week, whether you like the matchups or not. If you're a boxing fan or you're a member of the boxing media, you're going to be busy. I am T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live of RioCombatMedia.com. Shout out to Styles Make Fights. Please subscribe.